Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies. And this is Reputation and Character by John Weirauch, FRC. An article from Rosicrucian Digest, Volume 19, Number 1, February 1941. Reputation and Character by John Weirauch, FRC. How oddly our lives are shaped by the unseen forces surrounding us. By analyzing the two words, reputation and character, we may get a fleeting glimpse of the positive and negative forces at work. About the only understandable analysis is to use an analogy. Our reputations resemble a shadow cast upon the earth when we stand in the sunshine, and at times assume grotesque shapes. Why should we assume such shapes? The positive force or the light doesn't see us at variance. Then the only explanation remains that the negative plane upon which our shadow is cast, which manifests to our physical sight, sees us as a reflection upon the negative physical plane. Now, the positive perception doesn't vary. It sees us always as we are, so that leaves our physical senses on the negative plane to interpret what we look like. By comparing our character as our being, as seen by the positive light, and our reputation as the reflection, as seen by mortal eyes, we reach a true perception of the proportions of positive and negative as they shape our lives. No one can deny that reputation has an influence in shaping our lives, since our shadows are not always distorted, but those people who like to judge accordingly to the age-old aphorisms, such as, where there is smoke there is fire, and various others, see us and judge us in a purely negative aspect, and therefore cannot be positive in personality. They who refrain from judging and trying to see us through the eyes of light, or as we really are few indeed. This then takes us to the point of the laws of good and bad, expressed in various ways through the ages and constituting much conflict in scientific, religious, and various other circles. But if we wish to remember one rule which is dual, explaining positive and negative impersonalities, it is this: God, being the true light, judges us by that which is good in us, and the devil, or the negative forces, judge us by that which they can interpret as bad in us, or by our reflections. Since we cannot be entirely good and live upon the physical plane, nor can we be entirely bad and be at liberty, it remains for us to shape our lives as best we can, and the most successful method is to take an active part in everyday life. Try to refrain from judging on the physical plane, or better still, participate in the judgment by God through seeing only that which is good in your fellow man. If he will do the same for you, and a group will make a habit of doing this, they eventually will rise their own standard of observation onto the positive plane and affect a whole community. The danger point in this, undue praise, where it is not deserved, is negative, but is less negative than criticism, since it leaves the recipient wishing that he were worthy of the praise. In this sense, we become our brother's keeper and raise ourselves to the plane of the brotherhood of man, as taught by all the great avatars and masters whose teachings have survived the ages and lay up stores in heaven, according to the laws of karma. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.